What is going on, guys? Welcome back to Ranger Central, and today we are going to be talking about some news that came out of the Rangers practice this morning, as there are a couple things. One, there is some line changes, which we will discuss, and I will give my thoughts on, just because why not? Because I can't really make a whole video due to or just in general, can't make a whole video just about Nick Bonino being put on waivers, which is the main thing that we're going to talk about, as you can tell by the title and the thumbnail. Before we jump into everything, though, please be sure to leave a like if you haven't already. Subscribe if you guys are new, especially if you're Ranger fans, and turn on your notifications so you know when I upload or go live on the channel. But yeah, the news started with, I'm gonna just end up reading Vince's tweets. It ended up just starting with the fact that Bonino was not there at the morning skate or the practice, whatever, wasn't there at all. I don't know why I said morning skate like it's a game day. He was not at the practice today, so no Nick Bonino there, and it was personal reasons. That's what they said at first, so a little interesting. But there was other news. Chytil, by the way, completely forgot to mention this. He was at practice in a non-contact jersey. That's big news because I don't know what is to come from him. I kind of expected them to just keep him out the rest of the year and just use his LTIR money to go out and get some more acquisitions. It doesn't look like that's going to be the case. So Chytil, he might be back after the All-Star break. If not, it will be a couple weeks after. We'll have to wait and see there. But Chytil, good news there in terms of his progress. So or it could be bad news to some people, because not that you don't want Chytil healthy, but you probably want to see them use his LTIR money on some deadline acquisitions, but it looks like we're not going to get that, and it looks like they're just going to activate him, and they might end up moving somebody else who ended up getting demoted in the lineup, so we could segue there, as we had a slight tweak. That's what Vince worded it as it was Kreider, Zibanejad, Wheeler, Vomit, Panarin, Trocheck, Lafreniere. Nothing new really there. Foley, Brodzinski, Kakko, Chytil rotating in on the third line, probably centering that, and then VC, Goudreau, Pitlick. So not the worst when you put Chytil there on that third line. It's really more so the fact that why is Blake Wheeler back on the top line? I sure as hell don't know, but it is really annoying that they continue to trot out Blake Wheeler on the top line. So Blake Wheeler still out there. Again, I don't know what they're doing with them. I don't know why Kakko's getting demoted. I have this weird feeling more and more as time goes on that Kakko is going to get demoted or just traded at this point. I think he's going to get traded at this point. That's what I meant to say, not demoted. I think he's going to get traded because of the demotion. We keep seeing this time and time again. He's getting benched game in and game out. He's not seeing as much ice time. I don't know why. He was a better fit up there on the first line than Blake Wheeler's been, but for whatever reason, they're going with this change. I don't know what it is. It just reeks more and more of the Kakko thing coming to an end here. It really does, and it's kind of annoying because Blake Wheeler does not deserve to be playing top line minutes over Kakko. Not that Kakko's putting up the points, but he's just been a better fit there, and I would rather them move Blake Wheeler, unless the plan is he's the placeholder for now until they get someone for the right wing. I'm not entirely sure, but those were the lineups. And then we had deep pair changes, which is very interesting. Not the deep pair changes that we need, though, because Miller and Trouba are still together. Don't understand why those two are still together. They've been the worst pair on the team, probably. But Gustafsson and Fox, and then Lindgren and Schneider are the new pairs outside of that. So something new. I at least appreciate Laviolette switching things up in terms of the deep pairs, because it hasn't been working, but I'm scratching my head as to why Miller and Trouba are still together. We've been talking ad nauseum about how they have just been playing piss poor together, and yet they continue to get tried out there night in and night out. I don't understand. I really don't understand, but that's your deep pair changes. And then we got the tweet 19 minutes ago from Vince Mercogliano, or at least at the time I'm recording 19 minutes ago, that Nick Bonino would be put on waivers. So we were questioning why they called up Jake Leschyshyn yesterday, and there is the reason. So not that Jake Leschyshyn's a good replacement, so that's the thing that's confusing me, but that has to make you think a move is coming sooner rather than later, right? Because there's no way Jake Leschyshyn is being kept around here as the extra forward, which, yeah, Pitlick gets back into the lineup. I know Adam Ruzicka was recently put on waivers by Calgary. Could there be a move there? Is there a trade in place potentially happening that Bonino was waived? And then obviously Jake Leschyshyn would just get sent back down. I'm not entirely sure, but you have to hope a move's coming, because to be honest, as much as I don't like Nick Bonino, and I'm happy that he is out of the lineup, I don't understand why Jake Leschyshyn is all of a sudden the 13th forward instead of him. That to me doesn't make sense, because Nick Bonino is obviously a better option than Jake Lecision. Not that, again, I'm not claiming either are the best option, but it's a better option than Jake Lecision. So that tells me something might be coming. Something might be coming. I could just be wrong, and I could just be overthinking it here, but I don't think it's crazy to think that, because why would they bring up Jake Lecision as the 13th forward if a move wasn't coming? To me, it just doesn't make sense to waive Bonino and then just go out of your way to call up Lecision just as that replacement. The easy solution would be, if you wanted to put Pitlick in, just put him on that fourth line and then just keep Bonino as the 13th forward. That would be the more logical decision, you would think, but apparently they're doing this, and I don't know. To me, it just reeks of a trade coming. It reeks of a trade or a waiver claim coming, but we won't find out until later on, to be honest, so it really doesn't matter. We still have to wait, too, about Laviolette speaking. I'm not entirely sure when he's going to speak. I'm assuming sometime after the practice, so we'll see there. We'll see there, but you know what? Good on Chris Drury, too. I'm very happy that Chris Drury actually did the right thing and decided to, for once, go out of his way and put a guy that clearly hasn't been good enough on waivers. He should do the same with Blake Wheeler. I don't know why we still haven't seen the same thing happen with Blake Wheeler, but maybe something will come there. Who knows? Maybe I'm just over speculating and everything, but that's really all I got. In terms of any other news, the Stadium Series jerseys are supposedly dropping at some point today. Don't know when. We've been waiting months now for these jerseys to drop, and I don't know why they're waiting very last minute, especially on a Thursday. It's just a random day to announce and drop Stadium Series jerseys, but supposedly we're getting that, and supposedly it's going to have the alternate NYR word marking on it. I don't know how to describe it. It's like in red letters, and it's NYR. That was from Kyle Hall. I think that was the person that ended up tweeting that little tidbit there. I could double check it, which, you know, I don't edit here, so we're going to just ramble and ramble and ramble as I look and look and look. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. Yeah, from Kyle Hall at K Hall NY on Twitter. Go give him a follow if you want to see the exact design there. It's like the NYR word mark, red lettering, white and blue outline. That's apparently what it's going to incorporate. I don't know exactly what we're going to get, if we're going to get that diagonal, that and a shield logo. I have zero clue. I have zero clue. All I know is that they're probably going to be white jerseys. Really all I know, because of the fact that the Islanders are supposedly getting navy blue. Then that would mean the Rangers are going to wear the white jerseys, unless we're getting a red, but I don't expect that either. So we'll have to wait and see what more happens there. We'll have to see what happens with this Bonino news too. I'm very interested to see what happens there, but let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below on all of this news that we got today. Would love to hear from you guys. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you have not already. Turn on your notifications so you know when I upload or go live on the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one.